Welcome everyone, Farmer Cop here. This is going to be episode 32 of my gameplay series in No Man's Land. So if this is what you are looking for, please stay tuned. Alright folks, as mentioned, this is going to be episode 32. So we're still on the same day we left off. Try not to destroy any crops here. I don't know if that will or not. Oh, we'll find out in a second. It looks like it's fine. So just a quick update on the farm. We have corn planted here, here, and here. We have soy up here and barley over here. So we definitely need to get some weeds taken care of tonight, like as soon as possible. Other than that, grass, we're probably going to take care of at least some of it tonight. We might mow this, end up mowing this too. We planted trees over here last episode. We still have the pelletizer somewhere. There it is. The Primos 5000. So I want to try to, we may hold on to it until tomorrow. We'll just kind of see. I want to see what we can get done with it tonight. Ideally, so we don't have to lease it again, or at least the next time we get one of those, I want it to be us buying one, if that makes sense. So hopefully we can make a lot of pellets today with it, which I think we can. So we'll just keep getting stuff done. Again, we're going to try to mow this stuff and make it into hay, you know, tether it and then windrow it up, and then we will use the pelleter to make it into hay pellets, because that'll just help us maximize the price, or the what we're going to make off of what we're doing there. Animals are good. So I had a brief scare. So I came back in after I saved out last game, and the game was gone. Like the save spot was gone, and it was because I moved the game over to a different drive on my computer, because it was taking up so much space with mods. So my one drive only can hold 111 gigabytes, and the other drive can hold a terabyte. So I moved it over to the other drive that can hold a terabyte, since I have like I have I think 2 or 3 or 4 gigs of, maybe, no, it's 7 or 8 gigs of mods installed. So needless to say, it needed more space. I mean, I know that compared to the 111 doesn't seem like a lot, but there's obviously other stuff going on the PC, and all the main stuff is on there. But so it didn't end up saving any of that, so I had to rebuild the meat factory, and I had to finish planting a couple fields. Thankfully, that was all I had to do, since I had backed up all the saves before I tried to do that, or at least I had backed them up recently enough to try to do that. So it all worked out okay. But let's get this guy repaired. So, oh geez, I turned on, I was setting something up, but I turned on this. Let's turn that off, and we can turn that off as well. Yeah, super strength is off, right? Perfect. Okay, there we go, normal speed. So we're gonna get, actually we'll pull it forward, let me a little bit further. We're gonna need to repair this guy here. And the Massey Ferguson, probably the cedar too. I don't remember the last time we repaired the cedar. It might be fine, but let's go and repair that. $8.99, kind of pricey. Oh yeah, that needs some repairs. So there we go. Perfect. Okay, this guy is good to go then. I'm probably gonna use the Fent. We have, it's down. Let me just unhook that. Let's get the where's the fertilizer sprayer at? Oh, I parked it over here. That's right. Let me get this going on weeding some fields here. That's kind of one of our first priorities, is to get that going. I can't remember if there's anything in here or not. Liquid fertilizer. Well, that's not what we want, so we are gonna just unload that there. Back up to here. Perfect. So we'll get that going. Yeah. So I think there's one winner from the giveaway that hasn't claimed their prize or talked to me about it yet. So please email me. Let me know. Yeah, what else we got going on here? Let's make a trail. Oh, I have a new keyboard I'm using today. It's a silent keyboard, so hopefully you don't hear my clicking. I mean, if I still click super loud, you'll be able to hear it, but otherwise it should be fine. I'm gonna see if I can get the Fent with this. Nope. Okay. Well, let's move the Massey out of the way then. Perfect. Now we'll access it. No, it's just too far away in general. Okay, perfect. Let's just get closer. I think all the crops are fine, but I mean, since I can, I might as well just put the narrows on there. It doesn't make sense not to, in case they jump up a growth stage in the middle of what they're working on. So it just makes sense. But yeah, I think everything has weeds out here, so we'll go ahead and just start with this field and work our way around. I still need to put all that stuff away. I don't know if I mentioned or not, I did pick up the liquid fertilizer from the store that we had sitting there forever, so I did finally manage to pick that up. But yeah. Regardless. All right, let's get you hired here. So we're going to work on pelleting, which is our main concern. So let's get that going. Yeah, I think what we'll do is we'll worry about this. Let's try out doing some stuff with the straw first. Maybe we'll hop in the Massey here again. Have a plan. We'll see if it works. Let me just put the cedar away. We're not going to use it for now. I know it's dirty. I'll get it cleaned up. But we're on a bit of a time crunch tonight. I want to get some stuff going. I do want to stop by and take a look at, well, maybe we'll do that tomorrow. Take a look at the meat production that we got going on at the meat factory. If you weren't here last episode, we added the meat factory. Pretty awesome idea by Thought81. Really love that meat factory. So it's pretty sweet. But anyhow, trying to think. I think I'll use the big trailer. It'll probably be fine. So I have a plan. I'm going to try to put the plan into action, and it will probably not go well. So let's just get that out there first. It's going to go bad, but we'll make it work. So yeah, we will make it work. And there's a new something added to the town, something small, just a little bit. But we'll go look at that later, probably tomorrow. Yeah, probably tomorrow. Oh, I do like the way that charger looks, just sitting out there by the house. One of these episodes, we need to fix up the house and stuff. Martinell said I should add a pathway behind the potato greenhouse to the pig pen, since I always drive back there, which that's a good point and a very good idea. So we may end up doing that this episode. I don't know if I have to clear out any trees or not, but I think it should be fine, maybe. All right, we'll see how this goes. Let's get this straw out of the way first. This is kind of our overflow straw, if you will. We can use this area back here for more kind of storage of different tools and stuff. It just kind of works well for that, and kind of seems like that's what it would be designed for. So we have so much straw, this is going to take a while, so we may not even be able to get it all done, but hopefully if we can just get some of it done and get some of it going, that'd be great. Yeah, I'm going to do most of this episode isn't going to be cutting out and doing other stuff. I'm going to do probably a lot of the stuff in this episode on camera, because there's most of it can be, I don't know, that we'll see. I mean, I say that and then I probably won't end up working that way, but that's kind of the goal for now, so we'll kind of see how it goes. Oh, yep. Anyhow, you know how it is. It's a farmer crop episode, so it's going to go all over the place. But, well, I guess not all the time, but sometimes it does. All right, let's see if we can't get a little bit more. Perfect. We're just going to disconnect you there. I hope it doesn't. I'm scared it's going to throw it into one of these buckets or something that's sitting around here. So that's kind of my thing I'm trying to avoid. Not trying to hit any of those implements. Perfect. So some of you may say this is a stupid idea, and some of you may disagree with it. It is what it is. The right way to do this would be to somehow bale all of this up, maybe using like a stationary baler, which there is one on the mod hub, but I was having issues getting it to download. But this is the ghetto farmer crop way to do this. So this is the way we're going to do it. We're going to make a line of straw. We're going to try to make it as thin as possible, but it's not going to work out. That's such a thick swath. Maybe I should have gotten more speed to start first. Yeah, that probably would have been smarter, huh? Oh, well, we're committed now. Well, we'll try that. We'll see how that's going to go. I'll leave this set up here. Let me hop into our trial Massey Ferguson. I mean, ideally, guys, I want to try to buy that thing before the trial offer expires. 7 days in game. We're still on day 1 with it, and that thing is fantastic. Potato's doing okay? Perfect. Okay. Oh, and I was wondering, so... Oh, yep, let it autosave. If we go into the store, these onions showed up. So here's our meat. I love it. But these onions showed up. So I was like, I don't know why those are there, but it's because we have in the farmer's market, over here in the farmer's market, we have the onion greenhouses out here. So there's our meat factory. We have the onion greenhouses out there. So you can make onions like you make potatoes with that guy. So that's kind of cool. I almost kind of want to do it just for fun because I've never done that before. So maybe we'll do that at some point. I tell you guys, if they get like a grape planter and you can grow grapes in other maps other than the Ishia farm, we will absolutely do a little grape vineyard on this farm, because that just sounds so much fun. That's just so cool. I know this farm isn't like, you'd think, oh, it should be kind of specialized. Farmers aren't going to be doing, 10,000 different things around the farm, but I'm enjoying doing what we're doing here, and I think it's fine. So actually, I haven't looked at the animals' water in forever. You're fine. Cleanliness is 0, but yeah, it's whatever. Yeah, okay, they're doing fine on water. They need some food. That's right, we're probably gonna need to buy some food. May not happen this episode, but maybe next episode. I think Kyle should have the bulk buy point opened up at his branch of Farmer Cop Supply, so hopefully that gets going. But Oh yeah, I do like this keyboard, guys. It's fantastic. All right, let's try to get... Let's just see how this goes. I mean, we're gonna have to drive over it obviously more than once, but this is the only way to see here. Oh, did it just flip off? That'll be a little frustrating if it just flips off if it gets overloaded. I don't mind it not picking it up, but flipping off. It's just, yeah, it's just going max. Wow, it's really working. Well, this is working. I mean, hey, if this works, we'll do it this way. We only have to go over it twice or 3 times. That'd be great. I was thinking we'd have to go over this like 5 or 6 times. That would be fantastic if we only have to go over it a couple times. That pickup is really working. Part of me likes the fact that it's realistic and it doesn't pick up like a ton, but the other part of me is like, I wish it was like a baler where it just picked up as much as you wanted it to. Did miss a little bit there. That's okay. We're gonna end up driving over this a few times, so not a big deal. And over here it's gonna be a little thicker since we started off going a little. And actually interesting. So we had 45,000 liters in there. I'm curious to see how much we get. Oh, it turned off again. We get from 45,000 liters of straw sitting on the ground. So that part I'm really curious about too. So we'll kind of see how that works. So if it does get overloaded, it does shut off, but it's really loading it up. I mean, it's spitting out pellets like it's nothing. Oh, I don't know why it's insufficient power. It shouldn't be. We got more horsepower in this thing than we could ever need for that. Yeah, it's struggling a little bit. Maybe we could go nice and slow. It's almost like a pelleting experiment. But yeah, so if you're thinking what's Farmer Cop's bright idea to get rid of all the loose straw and turn it into pellets, well, you're looking at it. Here's Farmer Cop's bright or maybe not so bright idea. I mean, this will work fine when we have it set up to do hay and stuff, but yeah. Looks like if we go slow, it's working just fine though. I'm super curious. Oh, it's picking up huge. You can see how much it's picking up. Oh, crazy amounts. I am very curious to see how much you get per like 1,000 liters of straw. I don't know what the actual ratio is. I mean, some of you may know, or someone maybe has done a video on it, but I'm super curious. Okay, flipped off. No big deal. That's crazy. Oh, actually, I need to get the weeder moving on to the next deal here. Where's the weeder? I know we need to go back to the farm. What do you got going on over here? Did you get all the weeds off of that? I feel like you didn't. Yeah, you left a big strip of them, so let's get that taken care of real quick. Yeah, this is just kind of us trying to get what we can done tonight. The corn, so I'm kind of debating. It's like I was kind of thinking about it being silage and using it all for silage, but part of me wants to take some and do it for the pigs, and I mean, I want to do that eventually anyways, but we're looking at buying a corn header, and that's not something I really want to invest in until I know what combine we're going to end up upgrading to, which I don't know yet, so I don't want to buy, there's no sense in buying a corn header for this combine since we're going to get rid of it. It just doesn't make any sense. Okay, right, oh, there's some right here. But yeah, it just doesn't make sense if we're investing in a combine or a header that we're not going to, because I mean, buying a header even for that little combine is going to be, you know, probably looking at 30 grand if we go. Let's go in the store. I mean, it's gonna be expensive. I mean, we could lease it, I know, but yeah, we're looking at probably getting the corn champion for the TX32. So we're looking at 19 grand, which we don't need to spend if we're not gonna end up holding on to the combine. I mean, I know that'll technically work with, you know, a bigger combine, but I'd rather just get all the right equipment that we need when we get to that point where we're upgrading combines, which I think that's going to be probably our next upgrade. Maybe after we get the tractor, or maybe we get, I don't know. You know, it's kind of, I'm thinking about it. I'm hoping, I'm kind of putting my chips in a basket that we're going to get some good money off of our pellets. So I'm really hoping we're going to get some good cash from the pellets. But we'll see. I mean, I know they're worth a lot, so we'll see. I'm kind of just, you know, again, it's just how much profit are we going to make on top of the leasing cost of the pelletizer is kind of what it's going to boil down to. But I think we're gonna make out okay on that. So yeah, I think we're gonna make out okay on that. I think this episode, just an FYI, is probably not going to be a ton of time in game. I mean, like I said, I'm trying, most of it's probably not going to be cutting out just because there's so much. So okay, let's get back to this. I don't know, I'm just keep rambling on. But I'm super curious about how this is going to end out. Okay, shut off again, no big deal. A little slower over the crazy part here. Dude, it might fill up. It'd be awesome. I think the trick is when we dump the next straw swath is maybe get some speed going, like as much as possible on the tractor, and then we start dumping. Like I feel like it can handle this at full speed or pretty close. Maybe not. This section's gonna struggle a little bit with. Actually did pretty good. Yeah, it did shut off. And I was like, so yeah, it's doing good, but no, it shut off. All right, there's a full tank there. Let me go run and grab a trailer here. Actually, I should just do this, so that way it's set to go. Look at that, pipes. Oop, nope, pipes even on the right side, like I planned it. I didn't plan it, just so you guys are aware. Oh man. Yeah, ideally I'd like to get in this series, eventually I want to do some more of the production stuff and kind of go into some more global company stuff, which I know some people hate. The global companies are like, oh, you know, it's terrible or what, I don't know. Some people don't like it, which is what it is, you know. Not everything I do on this series people are going to like, not everything about my gameplay people are going to like. That's okay. I don't expect that. If I was expecting everyone to like everything I did, that probably wouldn't be the best idea for me to, oh boy. Ooh, that was close. It probably wouldn't be the best idea for me to do YouTube videos if I was worried about that kind of criticism. I mean, I feel like most of you enjoy, at least in general, a lot of the stuff I do on here. You probably wouldn't be a part of the channel, or you probably wouldn't be watching, but we'll empty this out just because I want to see exactly how much we're going to get out of that 45,000 liters of straw, since that's what we have in the other trailer that goes down, so I am very curious about it. Maybe you guys are too, maybe you don't care. But I am definitely curious. I'm going to do the math too to see how much it is. Like, I like to break things down to like how many per 1,000 liters and whatnot, so I'm going to let that empty before I hook back up, otherwise it'll count it as running time, which how much are we sitting at here for running time on this? And I also want to look and see what it's going to cost if we want to keep it overnight. Oh, I don't know why I'm looking for it in here. Least items, 0.6 hours. Okay, so we're not doing too bad. If we go into baling technology, Primos. Okay, so that's what we have. We have this version. So per day, okay, only 3,300 bucks. I mean, yeah, that's a lot, but it's better than paying this up front again. So the base cost is what we're trying to avoid doing. So, all right, it's my dog barking in the background, but yeah, I think it'll end up working out for us. Nope, leave that down. Perfect. We're back at, I mean, 9,000 liters off of one load. We're gonna get a decent amount of cash. Definitely a lot more than you would if you sold this as what it is, just as loose straw. So that's definitely the plus with that. We'll just go slow over this and try to just slowly take it out. I think that's just kind of the trick, is just to kind of give a nice low speed to go over some of the thicker areas. I know we could use like the straw pellets or the hay pellets to feed animals, but I don't see a sense in doing that. We have so much loose straw sitting around. We might as well use that because, yeah, it's not going to matter a whole lot. It should be pretty close to equitable, except we don't have a pre-mill sitting around, so I want to be able to make as much money as possible off of what we're getting out of this thing, so. Why aren't you picking? That's seriously too much for you? Well, I may end up doing like 5 rounds over, and I was hoping we wouldn't have to do that. Sometimes it gets weird like that where it just doesn't want to pick it up for whatever reason. So I don't know. I had that issue on the field too. Like some of it, like I drive over it a bunch of times and it still wouldn't, for whatever reason, it wouldn't pick it up. So it does have that issue for some of it. So that could be a little bit of what we're seeing here. But so far for 45,000, we're looking at 11,000-ish pellets. But So no complaints there. Did it pick that up? Nope. See, it didn't. I don't know what it is about that. It doesn't pick some little sections up. I don't know if it has to be so much for it to pick up, but I mean, that could be, I guess, the issue, but I would say that was kind of weird if that's what it's requiring. I don't know, maybe that's just me. Like, it's not wanting to pick up a lot of that either. We'll back over it and see again, but strange. I mean, I'm sure I could come over with the milling machine and pick it all up anyways. Like, I'm not worried about getting rid of it. That's not the issue. I just wish it would get picked up more. I guess I can try to pick that up, but okay, we'll set you over here. All right. Actually, no, we have the other tractor set up to do the milling machine. Oh, you're done. Stopping you. You hit all that. Perfect. We'll go get this field over here going, since it's a big one over here. Yeah, if we're doing this kind of on the side, that'll be nice. We get the weeds done. All the fertilizer. Actually, they do need a fertilizer state, don't they? Son of a gun. So it was weird with, I planted these, so I did a fertilizer state before I planted them. And then I planted them with fertilizer in the seeder, or the planter that we have, because our planter does fertilizing too, and it took away fertilizer but didn't add a fertilizer state to the corn. So like these ones over here, if we take weeds off, or those ones aren't at 2 either. I don't know. I did all the fields. Maybe I can't do it before. I thought you could do it before. It worked with slurry, but I guess it doesn't work with, well, I need to hire someone, not just sit there and run it. But I guess it doesn't work with regular fertilizer, which I thought it did. So I don't know. Very strange. I'm not sure about that or why that was doing or working that way, but yeah, it's okay. It'll all work out. So not a huge money drainer. All right, let's go get another load of straw and see if we can do it. Because we have like probably, of this trailer, we probably have like 20 loads right there in that pile. Like just tons of straw. So much straw. Did it not plant? Oh, it missed part of it. I already put the cedar away, so that'll be fine. We'll get plenty of barley still off of that to complete that contract. And speaking of that, we got another subscriber contract that I guess some of the farmers around the area, specifically those two over there, and I think there's another one as well, but at least those two over there has asked, hey, can you make us a couple of fields? They said they pay me to make them a couple of fields just so they can try to, you know, be more self-reliant. They're going to try to do some of the farming on their own. That way they don't have to keep buying stuff from us, which is awesome. More power to them if they're going to keep doing their thing with that and getting that going. I think that's great for them. So we're going to help them out with that. They said they give us a little cash if we were able to kind of help them build a couple of fields, and that's a subscriber contract by a Martin L. So thank you for that. I love that idea. Yeah, so many good storyline ideas and contract ideas. You guys are great. Keep them coming. I mean, I know we have a couple we haven't filled yet, such as our logging one, but we will get to that one eventually, I promise. We just now we at least have the logs planted, so we just have to try to wait for them to grow. I am gonna bump that trailer around, aren't I? Yeah, let me try not to do that. Bring it back out this way. Here we go. Maybe I'll grab all this. I guess there wasn't as much over here as I thought. I thought there's gonna be like 3 trailers ish over here, but maybe only 1.5. So maybe we don't have as much straw as I'm thinking we're gonna have, but yep, I did say when we were hoarding it, I was like, we're gonna use it, so oh man. There we go. I think we got it all there. Probably didn't. There's probably some little bits that we missed, but that's okay. All right, turn that off. We'll go pick up some straw from the other location that we have massive amounts of straw at. Oh man. It'll all work out. It'll all work out. If I keep telling myself that, it will all work out. Yeah, once we get all the weeding done and get a lot of the straw work done, we can start working on getting some hay going. Yeah, we're probably going to do the hay tomorrow, I think. Honestly, it's starting to get a little dark, even with running it in 1 times. And I don't think you guys want to watch me probably pellet forever, so I might do some of this off camera. So you don't have to watch me pellet for 38 years. Or at least that's what it'll feel like, because there's a lot of pelleting to do. I mean, look at this. I mean, part of me wants, I wonder if I just drove the Primos over here, what would happen? I mean, it's just going to keep shutting off is what's going to happen. Is probably, yeah, so it's just going to be kind of frustrating. Yeah, that's probably what'll happen if I just drive it over here and try to just do that. Now, I know they have like the pellet haul, which you can take the pellets and dump them in and obviously make pallets of pellets, but I wish they had something where you could like take like the loose product and just dump it in, or even like a bucket attachment for the Primos or something like that. Like that would be pretty nifty. I would definitely be down for that. That'd be really cool. And that'd be kind of perfect for what we need. So that would be awesome if they had something like that available, which, you know, they don't, at least to my knowledge. I'm sure if they did have that, I would be all about it. So I'm sure they probably don't have that, but That would be cool if they had something like that, like almost like it's a stationary baler, except it's a stationary pelleter, where you don't have to have you can just use the loose product where it's not in bales. So, I mean, maybe that's just not something that's realistic, but it would be nice. All right, we got some speed. Now we're gonna start dumping. I mean, it's still a pretty thick swath, I'm not gonna lie, but I feel like it's better, maybe. Definitely longer, so that's a good sign. We're spreading it out more is what that means. Perfect. Well, we'll try that. So it seems like we're getting, so for every 1,000 liters of straw, what are we getting? Like 450-ish liters of pellets. So not bad at all. No complaints there. That's a decent amount of pellets. Or at least that was kind of what we were getting on that last run. So, all right, let's see how this goes. Maybe if I just go slow over it, a little bit slower, and just take my time a little bit, it'll work out. It looks like our helper's done with getting the weeds taken care of. So we'll move them on to the next field. But, I mean, spraying goes pretty fast if you just hire workers and get it done that way. Yeah, perfect. You got it all. So, okay, hopping you. You're even at the right end of the field that I want you to be at. Perfect. All right, we'll get them hired up here at this field. Yeah, if we could cut this and turn this into hay and then turn that field into hay, or at least what part of it is ready. I mean, tomorrow it should all be ready, but we can do that and then put that into pellets. That'll be awesome, because we're going to get a decent amount of silage, obviously, from our massive corn. Because, yeah, I think we're just going to do silage, and we can lease the silage. We can lease the silage harvester deals that are attachments to tractors to do that for not a lot of cash, so that will work out pretty well for us. All right, let's try this out again. I think if I just lower the cruise control down. Get that down to like, let's try 2. See if that can keep up with it. If that'll work, that's fantastic. All right, 3. Because at this speed, if we're going, yep, 3's too fast. I'll say if we're going 3, that's 50% faster, but we'll take 2 miles per hour if that's all it can handle. We'll take it. Slow and steady straw pelleting things. Oh man, you probably didn't think this is what you'd be watching today on Farmer Cop, but oh, and it shut off again? Oof. I mean, and I get it, in real life this thing would absolutely not be able to handle a ton of straw at a time just because of the mechanism and what it's trying to do with the straw by compacting it down into pellets and stuff like that, so totally get it. No gripes there, but it would be nice if it was a slightly more unrealistic header or pickup. But this is such a cool DLC. I was very excited to hear that they're going to add this in. I mean, it effectively kind of added 2 crops to the game if you really look at it that way. I mean, I know, yeah, we're using stuff that's already in game and then just making it into a different form, but still, it's something new. It's something different. It's awesome. I'm all for that. Oh, well, that's running. Let's see if it loads. Yeah, 0.7, so we're not doing too bad. Yeah, I think we'll hang on to this until tomorrow. So if we don't get all the straw, not a big deal. If we're going to end up paying that $3,300 anyways, we might end up just doing this load here and then probably call it a night. But yeah, that's probably what we'll end up doing. I want to get all the weeding done for sure tonight. So if we get weeding and this done, I mean, honestly, I'm pretty happy with that if we get that. What's that sitting over there? Oh, it's the milling machine. I was like, what is that? But unfortunately, there's not weeds in part of that field, which, I mean, oh, I missed that little section. That's frustrating. Well, we're going to get full right next to the... Might work out okay. We'll just stop and let it unload. Disconnect it. Alright, well, I'm going to get all that stuff done, and then I'll bring you guys back in tomorrow morning, and we'll take a look at the new item in town and do a couple other things around the farm, and we'll probably call it good at that. So that's what we got going on, guys. I will see you guys in the morning. All right, good morning, everyone. So I have a bit of bad news. So I forgot to pause the game. I recorded the first part, and then I had to go to work, or I had to go to sleep so I could go to work, and then I got called in early. Anyways, it was chaotic. So work was chaotic, but it's okay. Everything's good. I'm gonna finish up this episode right now, get this recorded. So the issue I had was I forgot to pause it, so it went all the way into the next day. It didn't go like ahead in one times, thankfully not 5. So I went from like 4 p.m. yesterday in game to 12 p.m. today, so I reset the clock back to 7 today, so I can't really regain anything further. But the only issue with that, I mean, everything else seems to be doing fine. The only issue with that is we didn't get any extra fertilizer in any of these fields, so it just is what it is. We'll be fine. And everything is ready to harvest except for this little section here, so we should be able to do a bunch of harvesting. Again, I'm thinking about doing just silage on those guys, make us some cash. I think that's probably what's going to end up happening. But I have this set up here. I have the diesel tank in the back, and we're going to get some diesel in it. So there's something going on that I got a call this early this morning. So we're going to go check out what's going on with the call I got, and I'll kind of explain that as we go. So we'll go ahead and fill this. We don't even need probably a ton. We'll just get a little bit in here. Oh, it's filling up faster now. Yeah, that should be more than enough. Okay, so I got a call. So do you remember that the older guy, the old farmer that died out on his farm that we went to and responded to, and I think it was last episode? Yeah, so I guess I got contacted. Someone purchased the farm. I guess there was no family, so it went to the state, and then I guess the state decided to auction it, and it got auctioned and purchased. I guess for a decent amount of money. So I guess it's not going to be a farm anymore. I guess it's going to be some sort of development. But I got a call, and they asked if, since I was one of the farmers in the area that might be able to use the equipment, they asked if I would come look at the equipment and maybe buy it off of them, just to kind of help them out a little bit. So we're going to go kind of take a look at it and see if we can't salvage it, and see what we want to take or be able to repair. It's going to be a lot of money to repair it. It sounds like the equipment hasn't run in probably 10-15 years. It looks like it's just covered in dust, just sitting there. So we'll take a look. So yeah, here's the house. Nothing's changed since I last came up here. By the way, all this stuff was here last time too when we were up here. So it looks like, I mean, we got like a old forage harvester. I can't even begin to pronounce that. A Fortschritt. Anyhow, different headers for it. One on the front, old international tractor. I do like the look of that tractor. I like that tractor a lot. Looks like a mixing wagon. Yeah, it looks like a mixing wagon. Couple of bulk trailers, or not even bulk trailers, a couple of like silage trailers, and well, I don't know if there's anything around here. We'll check around and see if we can't find anything. Make sure there's nothing sitting around. But well, nothing behind the house. There's a water point here. Oh, there's an old, this guy's pretty beat up, but we'll probably grab that too. I guess the guy's just gonna come in here with a bulldozer and clear it out. So yeah, I guess the person who's been, is that floating? That definitely is floating. Awesome. Anyhow, I guess there's some floating metal here. So I guess they're just going to bulldoze all of it, which is, I mean, it's sad to see an old farm go, but I mean, there hasn't been any field work in this area in a long time. I mean, you can't even see any outlines of fields or anything. It's just been decrepit. So yeah, we'll, I don't think this is going to run for us. So yeah, let's I don't think it's gonna run. Taking a look at it, there's not really a whole lot of fuel in it, but this guy might run. Oh yeah, this guy runs 4,378 hours on it. Get rid of the auto drive menu. Oh, that thing's gonna need some serious repair. Yeah, that thing is barely running, not running great. That guy's not running at all. So we'll call a tow out here, but they said I could take all the equipment. They already gave me a price. They said I could take it all for, I think they said 40,000 was what it was for all of it. So we'll kind of take it. We could probably sell some of it and keep some of it. This stuff doesn't look in too bad a shape, just mostly dirty. So the tractor and this guy right here are going to be the biggest use. I mean, we could use this on our silage harvest too. So we could probably do that. Well, let's try to fill up the tractor with some gas at least. We can probably pull it forward out of here. I'll just leave that unhooked, but yeah, this guy's gonna need some serious, I mean, this is gonna need beyond what we're gonna be able to do at our shop. So can you fill up? Maybe not. Nope. Can I fill you up? I've never used this to fill up vehicles before. You would think it would work. Well, anyhow. Of course, something's not going to work right. No idea what the issue is with that. Should theoretically just work, but... Huh. Weird. Well, this guy, we're going to probably just have it towed to the garage. I'll probably call them real quick and see if they can't get a tow truck out here to kind of maybe pull some of this stuff up on. So, yeah, I'll give them a call and I'll bring you guys back in once they get out here with the tow truck. All right, they're out here. They got the cutter loaded up, so they're going to take that down. They're not going to be able to, they'll come back for the tractor. I'm going to have them tow it too, just because it needs the work anyways. Yeah, and then we'll try to work on getting some of this stuff back. We'll probably grab one of our tractors, come pick up some of this stuff and see if we can't get it. And then, yeah, I told them I'll work on the headers, since that's something we probably can do back at the shop. So we can work on the headers ourselves, that's within our range, but just redoing this engine and getting this thing back up where it might even run, that I'm going to leave to them. They said it's only $500 a tow, so they're going to have 2 trips, so that's going to be, we're looking at $1,000. So let me just go ahead and pay him real quick. Perfect. Okay, well, he's gonna get that guy loaded back up. I do like this tow truck, courtesy of Kyle, of course. Oh, I guess that's not gonna work. Huh, interesting. Well, I will figure out that problem. I guess I never tried to use it. I might need to get the tie down mod in here. I guess I could cut a tree down real quick, and put it over and do that, since I didn't download that. I should have downloaded it. All right, but at least I have straps. Well, I will figure this out. That is what I will be working on, but I will see you guys in a bit once we get everything cleared out of here, and I'll be back at the farm. So I'm gonna have him tow these guys over, and then he'll take a look at them and kind of give me kind of what they might be worth and what it's gonna cost to fix them. So that's kind of where we're sitting at now. All right, so we're down at the shop. They towed everything down here for us. So I had them taking a quick look at these guys and kind of get a value for them and a value for all the stuff up there with its current, you know, repair state and everything like that. And I guess the total value is around 60 grand for all of the stuff. So decent value. So 60 grand is pretty good. I mean, that's you find someone who wants it and is going to buy it for that much. So it's probably not quite worth really that much at the end of the day. But with all the trailers and stuff, it looks like all the headers and trailers and everything ended up being worth a decent chunk of that compared to the actual machinery, which is interesting and awesome. But to fix the tractor wasn't too bad. Just needed a couple things, new filters, new spark plugs and everything like that, just kind of a tune up and everything like that. So that one's going to cost $1,442 to repair, and then they're going to charge $36.45 to repair the harvester, which I just said, you know, told them to go ahead and get that done. So they said that they will go ahead and drop them by the shop for me. They said as part of the deal, they're just going to go ahead and drop them off for us, kind of as part of their delivery deal. Since we already paid them for the tow and everything like that. So they're going to go ahead and drop them off for us for free. So I already paid them for the repairs. They're going to go ahead and get them taken care of and looked at. They said the tractor should be done pretty quick. The tractor, they said, it'll take them about 4 hours. And then they said the harvester, they're going to try to work on as fast as possible. And they said probably another 3 or, you know, another 4 to 6 hours on the harvester. They said that a lot of the components are going to be able to be used, and they have a couple of parts sitting around that they'll be able to fix it up with. So not too bad. No complaints there. While we're in the town, let's go ahead and just drive around and take a look at a couple things. First off, we have this guy right here, which is a bulk point here, in which we are going to have him deliver, I think, 24,000 liters of pig food today. So I'm going to have him take care of that for us. And that bulk buy point, which is awesome, modded by Kyle, of course. It gives us our 10% discount already included on there, so which is pretty sweet. So if we only need to get a couple of things, we'll buy them in pallets. We don't need to buy them in bulk. But something like pig food, we want to buy that in bulk. And they have another bulk trailer here that can do certain different things. So I do like all the details on that. We can rent this if we wanted to. Free local customer use. We might take them up on that. But yeah, so, and it sounds like they might be getting a new shop. They mentioned they're getting a new shop. So sorry, spoiler alert on that one. But that I'm not too worried about giving away. I'm pretty excited about that. I think the Discord may already know that yet. They don't know about that, but we'll post that on the Discord. But sorry, I try not to give away as much as possible. I know I sometimes just want to tell you because it's exciting, but let's go take a look at the other thing that was added into the town over here on this side. So as someone did buy the land, the other half of the the garden center when they sold this section back here, and we now have a hospital, which is very needed. And who was it that said, I think it was Old Gamer that said, hey, she had a clinic, so hopefully this suffices. It's not a clinic, but it's a hospital, so hopefully it'll do everything we need. But yeah, pretty awesome. So we got that set up in town. I know not a huge, I mean, not a ton of detail and stuff back here, but pretty cool. So yeah, that's awesome. And there's gonna be other renovations and updates and things coming to the town, but so, oh, I ran that stop sign. Not good for a police officer to be doing that. You didn't see anything, just ignore it. But yeah, let's head out here. Let's take a look at our meat production too. So we're going to talk about the meat production as well for a second. So there's a massive, just massive, and it's still working. Look at that. Still got 13% of it left. So just massive output, just massive. So each one of these pallets, let me think here. So if there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, almost 6 full pallets, and it's sitting at what? It's gonna be 21,000. So for almost 6 full pallets, so divide that by, I can't do math. Sorry guys, let me get a calculator. Okay, so 21,406 divided by, we'll say that's, I don't know, what do we say? 5, yeah, 5.6 pallets. I don't know. So okay, it might be about 4,000 liters to a pallet. That would kind of make sense. 4,000 times the 5. That'd be 20,000. So it might be 4,000 liters to a pallet. But anyhow, so if you think about how much... Oh, I have super strength on. That may or may not have been how I got the harvester on the back of that tow truck. But regardless... See, this one has... This one pallets already looks kind of full here. This one's got more. So... We're gonna have to, I'm sorry, but we're gonna, first off, we're gonna make too much money, like just period, too much money, because if we go in the store, these, oh, sorry, go this way. These products are worth $1,700, $1,500, $1,700. They're worth a boatload of cash. So yeah, what's gonna end up happening is we are going to, onions are worth a ton too. Jeez Louise, onions are worth a boatload. Holy cow. Well, sorry, anyhow. So what we're going to do is probably end up... I'm either thinking we're going to have to pay them more, much higher of a fee to process a pig. Like I'm talking, like I might have to be like 10 grand a pig just so we're still going to be making a ton of money. Like there's just so much here. So we'll see what because we dropped off 4 pigs. So we'll see once the 4 pigs are done. Oh, it's going to be ridiculous over here. There's so much. I didn't think that production was going to be this high. I don't know, Kyle, if this is something you could adjust, I know I could always just message you, but if this is something you could adjust the production down on, that might be kind of nice. But otherwise, we'll make it work. I'm not too worried about that. That's probably, honestly, the least of my stressors. So, but that's just massive. There's no way you're getting, that's way bigger than 4 pigs. We put 4 pigs in there, and that's what they're getting out of 4 pigs. Oh my goodness, these people are miracle workers. They're just producing food. I mean, they're just, yeah, just crazy. Well, anyhow, I do love the meat factory though. Thawny one, what a great idea. Oh man, I do love that. That is fantastic. Absolutely love it. Oh boy, but yeah, so there's another construction site. I have no idea what they're building. No idea. This has not been put out on the Discord server either, so this is not anything. And Kyle gave me some nice little mods to set around here. This is not, no one knows what's coming. I know sometimes we do little teasers in the Discord and of what might be coming to the town or what's coming to the town, but this is nothing we put out, and I think we're just going to keep this bad boy a secret. I'm pretty excited about this. So yeah, this thing's pretty cool. Only Jason and Kyle know what this is because they've been helping me get it going and getting it worked on. So I mean, Kyle's been modding it, so awesome, fantastic. So all right, where are we sitting now? So we're going to go back to the farm. I do want to start doing some silage before I kick you guys loose for this episode. Oh, and I don't know if I showed you guys this or not. Oh, we're drifting, and we hit a sign, of course. Yep, pull out of there. Perfect, perfect. All right, let's take a look in here. So, yeah, we got lots of different... I do love some of the details on these things are just great. I do love it. But so Farmer Crop Supply has their little booth set up. They have some different diesel bins here on display. Their liquid fertilizers, their different seeds, limes, everything like that. Their different animal foods are back here kind of out displayed. But Excuse me. Yeah, so they got that all set up, which is awesome. They're doing good. The greenhouses are all back here being rented out and whatnot by vendors. But oh, and how are pellet prices doing today? This is the straw. Oh, straw's going up. Perfect. That's straw, right? That's got to be straw. Because the hay should be the more expensive. Yeah, that's straw. Okay, yeah. Okay. So straw, hay. Perfect. Okay. So straw pellets is going up, which is great. I mean, we have 26 grand and straw pellets is sitting in there, which let's actually look at the Primos real quick. And I don't know if I did this with you guys already yet, but so we have, let's go into it real quick before I start talking about it more. The Primos, here we are. Okay, so we did automatic. Okay, so the initial leasing cost, and I'm gonna write this down. The initial leasing cost is 16,830. We still haven't gone over an hour yet. We're getting closer. I think it's like 0.7 or 0.8. And then we had 3,300 for another day. So we're sitting at where we're not making very much money right now, but we will make more money once we do more straw. So I'm confident that, and once we do some hay pellets. So I just want to keep track of that to see how much we're gonna end up making at the end of the day. I mean, it will make a lot more once we own one ourselves, but yeah, pretty sweet. I guess the city too has asked us. They said they might want us to come sweep the streets a little bit. I guess, I don't know. There's some citizens in this town that are complain a little bit about stuff. I haven't fixed that yet. You gotta be kidding. I thought I fixed that. Oh, I did fix it, and then I lost the game, and then yep, I didn't back it. Okay, yeah, we know what happened now. Regardless, we're gonna head back to the farm, and we're gonna start kind of prepping for what we have going on as far as silage. And I think once we get silage harvest going, I think that's where we're probably gonna wrap it up. So I'll see you guys in a bit. All right, folks. Well, we were waiting for everything to get done with the repairs and everything. I figured I might as well get the soy harvest going. So it's working. That one's still waiting to be done. It still needs to wait till it gets to the last growth stage. But this has been working. We already got a full load out. So as you see over there, the International's done and the forage harvester's done. So they kind of work some miracles. They work their magic. They were able to get them done a lot faster than I expected, which I know it's not super realistic, guys. I'm sorry. I know that wouldn't be how it would work in real life. But I think we can go ahead and get going on silage harvesting this. We're going to try out the little I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm sorry. I can't even begin. But also, too, when I was calculating how much we were going to make off of the straw pellets based on what was in the silo, we had 21,000 liters sitting in a trailer out here, so those weren't counted into that. Oh, by the way, we're going to sell this trailer because it only holds lime. I can turn that off. It only holds lime, manure, and seeds. So we just don't need it. It's just kind of extra. So we're going to go ahead and sell that guy. We can repair that while we're in here. There we go. So we're going to sell that. It's in that weird state where we can't sell it. Okay, that's just I know we're not going to get as much for it, but we're just going to sell it this way. It'll be fine. Let's go find it. Here we go. The TOA. Oh, that's actually worth a lot of cash. Wow. Okay, well, we'll sell that. Perfect. And of course we have to pay the 40 grand to go take care of all that stuff up there. So plus the repairs and stuff. I mean, we obviously, oh, don't give me 40 grand, take 40 grand out. There we go. Okay, perfect. So I mean, we ended up coming out pretty good on top with the equipment we got and everything like that. So hopefully you guys thought that was kind of fair, or at least fair enough. But I don't have any issues with that. I mean, if someone wanted this, didn't want to deal with the hassle of it, and they thought you could use it or whatever the case may be, then them getting 40 grand is definitely worth it to get rid of some old farm equipment. So yeah. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and try to hire a worker and then follow on the side with these guys. That's the goal. And that guy's getting full again. I put down another layer of straw, so hopefully we can keep working on that. But each of these should hold, I think, 24,000 liters, so decent amount. So I'm gonna hop out here. Oh, it's latched onto the back trailer. That's okay. There we go. We are doing silage. I mean, we've been doing silage, but we haven't done it this way, so this is cool. I'm enjoying this. We're gonna get so much off of these fields. I mean, we already got 2,000 liters, and we're not even. Oh, sorry, I went too fast. This is awesome. This is awesome right here. I love the header on that thing. Just looks so ridiculous. That thing's huge. Oh man. Well, here you go, folks. Here it is. This. Oh, and by the way, this whole storyline setup with the farmer over there and him passing away and all this, that was all based on ideas from Arne A. So thank you for commenting that. It was kind of like a subscriber contract, but kind of like a storyline idea at the same time. So I love it. Fantastic idea. Yeah, great idea. Fantastic. And it was right in time for us to get a silage harvester, which we needed. So it all worked out. Fantastic. Well, anyhow, guys, this is gonna be the end of this episode. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, drop a like down below. If you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button up on your screen and turn on your notification bell so you don't miss any future videos I may post. And again, drop any comments down below that you have for me. Thank you, guys, and thank you for watching.